Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the first session, Lesson 1, Part 1. In this session, we will begin with lesson number 1, which I have uploaded to the library. You may download that lesson 1 and follow along with us bi'idhnillah. But before we move on, there's a few things I need to tell you. Number 1, in the Arabic language, how many letters are there? If you say 28, you are correct. If you say 29, you are correct. But you need to understand what each of those mean. "28 or 29. Now, why 28 or 29? You have to understand that there are 28 letters with sounds. 28 letters have sounds. And there's one letter that does not have a sound. It is used for stretch purposes in the Arabic language. To stretch a sound from amongst these 28 letters, it is used to stretch. Merely to used to stretch. So there are in total 29 letters, but the sound letters are only 28 letters. And by the way, the one letter that does not have a sound, that is the first letter in the Arabic language, which is alif. Alif, which looks like that. Okay, so this is the first thing you need to understand. There are 28 letters that have sounds, but in total, so we will say this one here, 29 in total. Okay. Also, you need to understand that there are heavy sounds in the Arabic language and there are light sounds. What do you mean by heavy sounds and light sounds? You will see that practically as we begin our first lesson. But first thing you need to know is that the difference between heavy sound and light sound is that light sound, for the light sound, the sound comes out of the mouth. Right? Sound comes out of the mouth. Okay. For example, if you say the word cat, in English you say cat, ka, ka, ka. You didn't say caught, caw, caw, caught. You say cat. So you see the difference between light and heavy? You say cat and aw, like the word awesome, awesome, aw, cat, awesome, cat, awesome, right? So the light sound is like this, and heavy sound, you can tell what the heavy sound is. For the heavy sound, the sound remains in the mouth. The sound remains in the mouth, and the mouth is full, right? Mouth is full of sound. See? Oh, right? As for the light sound, right? So these light sounds and they are heavy sounds, right? Following that, let's move on to our first lesson. Bismillah. Now this is our first lesson. On top, it has the Bismillah. Remember we said one of the rules? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. If you don't know how to say it, don't worry, just try. Bismillah, Bismillahir Rahman, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Right? In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the bestower of mercy. Okay? Now, these are the Arabic letters. As you can see, these are all of the Arabic letters, starting from Alif all the way down to Ya. All these are Arabic letters. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how many? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And if you actually look, 26, 27, 28, 29. These two are actually the same, right? They are the same. Okay. Now we will begin learning these letters, inshallah. Don't worry about what is in green and red. This basically in green, it is the number of the lesson. Ad-Dars al-Awwal means the first lesson. Huruf al-Hijai al-Mufrada. In red is the content of the lesson, so it's telling you what is inside the lesson. These are individual Arabic letters. Main important thing is to know how to read, right? So let's begin, inshallah. Here you see each box has one individual letter. Number 1, we have the first letter, Alif. Here in red, right? We will begin shortly, but in red here you have the name of the letter, right? And in black, these are the actual shapes of the letters. We'll begin, and you just follow. We begin, you just follow, inshallah. Okay? The first letter is here. It's a line, right? You say after me. Alif. 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 That's the first letter. Next letter, right, is